Let's talk about love. I'm not talking about that emotional feeling that our feel-good society called love. I am talking about hardcore love. I am talking about that love in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 7. Oh yes, that kind of love. Let's have this conversation coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Dorian and this is Not Easily Broken. The purpose of this channel is to transform your life, your marriage, and your relationship through the content that we share here, and we help you to do it God's way. If that's the type of content that interests you, then please by all means consider subscribing to our channel, like and share. Let's get right into it. Now in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 4, it says that love is patient. Patient love also means choosing to love the other person even when you don't feel like it, even when it's not easy. Even when someone has wronged you, you choose to love them. That's a choice. Love doesn't allow you to call it quit just because you are tired, frustrated, or because you feel hurt. Patient love is persistent love. It is the kind of love a wife or husband has for their spouse. It is for the better or for the worse. They have chosen to be faithful and remain committed to each other. And this commitment is long-standing. That's the kind of patient love we're talking about. Number 2, love is kind. Kindness is selfless, compassionate, and merciful. Its greatest power is revealed in the practice of serving. It involves providing for our spouse, providing for our mate with what they need, what they desire. It's about being honest and dependable. It is about being useful and serving others. That's the kind of kindness that we're talking about. Love is not jealous. See, when we use the word jealous, we use it in a sense of being envious of someone who has something that we don't have. Some spouses are jealous of each other, which doesn't make sense to me. I could never understand that. Now, I want you to think about it for a moment. Your spouse may be a little bit more educated than you are. That doesn't mean that you should be jealous of them. A matter of fact, their education or background should benefit the marriage. Maybe they make more money than you. So, it's supposed to be beneficial to the relationship that your spouse makes more money. It can only be a problem if one spouse is using it as a weapon against the other. This kind of jealousy is a sin, and it is not characteristics with a Christian behavior. It shows that you are still being controlled by your feelings, your emotions, and by your own desire. Love is not boastful or proud. No, it's not. What does boastful mean? Boastful is used to describe someone who is known for boasting, braggadocious, bragging, especially in a way that exaggerates or show excessive pride, about their skills, their possessions, their accomplishment. Some people are like that. Love is not proud. Proud means having or showing yourself to be higher than other people, excessively high opinion of oneself, just feel like you're better than another person, you are in a different category. I mean, people have all these status today. It doesn't even make sense because a lot of them have money, but they have no character. And that's a whole nother video, but the truth is we should not be proud. That's not love. When we are proud, we're not showing love. We're not talking about being confident in yourself. We're not talking about having values. We're not talking about knowing who you are and that assurance in where you're going. We're talking about proud, being a proud person. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Love is not rude. Rude refer to a bad behavior or just plain bad manners. I mean, think about it, guys. Some spouse exhibit disrespectful behavior towards their spouse, towards each other. That's not good. That's rude. That's not good character. That's not good behavior. And so love is not rude. If you're rude, you're not exhibiting, you're not showing love. Love does not demand its own way. Love requires sacrifice. If you want to have your own way, please go to Burger King. You can have it your way at Burger King. But in a marriage, you will have to make sacrifice. Sometimes you will have to give up your win so that the marriage can win. It means that you are willing to do a little bit more than you want to. That's a part of love. That is a part of marriage. It's not about you. Marriage and love is about the two of you. Love is not irritable. Talk about it. Irritable means having or showing a tendency to be easily annoyed or made angry. Everything bothers you. I mean, you have some spouse that just get upset for no apparent reason. They get irritated by just the sound of your voice. I mean, just the crazy or the simplest things, they just get them so wild up. I mean, come on, guys. We got to do better than that as couples. We have to show love. That's not what love looks like. That's hate. You're annoyed with your spouse just because of the way they laugh, they crack a joke, you don't laugh at it. Man, listen, if your wife crack a joke, your husband crack a joke, and it's not funny, laugh anyway. Them tell a story before, listen to it like it's the first time. What is it gonna do for you? Nothing. It's gonna help them to be close to you, and that's love. That's how we demonstrate love. That's how we exuberate and we display lovable behavior. Love does not keep score of what's wrong. Oh my God. This is where most of you need to do some work in your marriage. Some of you do not forgive for nothing. It's killing your marriage. It is killing your relationship. I mean, you won't stop reminding your spouse for what they did to you years ago. You could have had a better marriage if you only would practice forgiveness. It is clear that what your spouse did years ago, they're not doing it again. It is very clear that they have changed their behavior, they have changed their pattern. I'm not talking about somebody that keeps repeating the cycle all over again. I am talking about someone that they did the work. They're working on themselves. They're becoming a better person. They're not that person anymore, but you won't allow them to forget about what they did. That's not love. That is being selfish. Love does not keep score of what is wrong. I believe it's also manipulation. Why? Because you want to hold it against them so that it makes you look better. It makes you feel better. It makes you think that you are the better spouse. When in truth, they're not that way. You said you forgive them, but every chance that you get, you remind them about what they did. That's not good. I mean, when you think about it, how better of a spouse are you? For every time that you get a chance, you cut that wound open, you pour salt into it, and you rub it in every chance you get. Love does not rejoice about injustice. Injustice is the lack of fairness. Love treats everyone equally. Husband and wife must treat each other equally. You are on the same team working together. There's no big I and there's no little you. You're both working together in the marriage. You are in a relationship. You are in a covenant relationship with each other. You are one flesh. You're working together as one. Your role and responsibility might be different, but you are one. The same thing goes for people that are different in terms of our culture, different race. We are all the same. God created us equally. Humanity must be treated equally. And unfortunately, we have seen the injustice that happens in a lot of different communities, a lot of different ethnic groups, and we know that's not right. And so love does not rejoice in injustice. If it's not right, let's talk about it. If it's not right, let's speak out and be heard and ask that we become better individuals. Ask for change. Let's change so that we can be a better person, all right? Love never gives up. Nope, we don't quit. When you really love someone, you never quit on them. True love means that you are going to be there through the ups and the downs, the good times and the bad. True love means that you are intentional about loving. And true love means that you don't intentionally do anything to hurt your spouse either. So it goes both ways. You must be intentional about your love, and you must be intentional not to hurt them. Love means that you always show up. I can count on you. You can count on me. That's what true love is all about. True love is saying, baby, I got your back. I'm going to be there when I say I'm going to be there. And you do everything in your power to be there. That's what it is. You never give up. You never quit. You fight through it. You work through it. And you will get through it. Love never loses faith. In other words, you have faith that things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. It's not always going to be like this. You exercise faith through your act of love. You're gonna be there. I have faith in you. I believe in you. Love is always hopeful. This means that you are feeling inspired and optimistic about love, about your relationship, about your future, the future of your life, the future of your relationship and your marriage. Yes, you have faith and hope in love and in your relationship. Love endures every circumstances. Now, this is where it gets a little sensitive in marriages and relationships, right? Because it doesn't mean that you allow your spouse to do anything. It doesn't mean that you allow them to take advantage of you. I mean, when you love someone, of course you love them, but it means that you're going to hold them accountable for what they do. You know, when you hear about love enduring all circumstances, you're thinking that, they're supposed to get away with all the stuff that they do. No, love is about accountability. Love is about doing the right thing. Love is about doing what's right even when you don't feel like doing it. That's enduring all circumstances. When you do this regularly and consistently, it is easy for you to stay on the right path as it relates to building a strong relationship and a strong marriage. So what is the takeaway? What is the message here? Now, there is nothing in this scripture that I've read concerning love that focuses on our feelings. You heard me. Love is not about your feelings. Love is not about what you feel. It is about what we give. When we love, we should be serving up these menu every single day for our spouse. Now, we're living in a society, as I mentioned, that rewired our brain to think that love is based on feelings. Hollywood and Disney World and pornography and sex and sexual perversion, romance novel sold us a lie. Yes, they lied to us. In truth, love cannot be about feelings because our feelings changes from time to time. Our feelings and emotions are not reliable. If it was up to my feelings, my wife and I would not be married right now. I want that to sink in. I want you to think about what I just said. If it was up to my feelings, my wife and I would not be married for 27 years. If it was up to your feelings, some of y'all would not be married right now because your feelings cannot be trusted. My wife and I, we have learned over the years to trust our action more than our feelings. Our action will change how we feel. Your feelings do not change your action, but your action change the feelings. How you feel does not change how you think, but how you think changes how you feel. That's why we cannot define love based on our feelings, guys. Hear me and hear me well. We can't do that. See, I cannot motivate you to take action. You act and then you become motivated. My words can inspire you, but your action will motivate you. That is why I don't consider myself to be a motivational speaker. I would rather become an inspirational speaker, leader. Yes, because I want to inspire you. I would rather inspire you through my words and my action that triggers something in you to allow you to take action. That's what it's about. Your act of love leads to emotion. It's all about your action. Your act of love leads to affection. Your act of love leads to intimacy. Your act of love leads to a deeper meaning of sexual satisfaction and pleasure. Your act of love leads to deeper friendship. Your act of love leads to a closer relationship, bonding and fusing together in love. That's what the act of love does. In conclusion, the truth be told, our biggest concern is not your feelings. Our biggest concern is your action. Because when you act and when you do the right thing by way of your actions, you're demonstrating love. And that, my friend, is what true love is all about. Everything that I've explained to you, notice there's nothing that concerns your feelings. It's your action that leads to the feeling. It is not your feelings that lead you to act. And that, my friend, is the true definition of what love is all about. Guys, I hope and trust that you were blessed by this video. Thank you so much for watching. If this video adds some sort of value to you, then please, by all means, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, share this video We would definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. May God continue to bless you. Until next time, what lies behind you and what lies before you are tiny matters compared to what lies within you. Greatness is inside of you. May God bless you. I cannot wait to see you in the next one.